"You're coming with me," said the lonely rancher, his voice low but firm, as the woman flinched under the dim lantern light. Her cheek was bruised, her dress torn, and 3 little girls clung to her skirt, all trembling. The saloon behind them buzzed with cruel laughter, the kind that cut deep and stayed long after the sound faded. "Please," she whispered, eyes wide and afraid. "He'll kill me if he finds out I left." The rancher, Jack Callahan, tipped his hat down, shadowing his face. "Then he'll have to ride through hell to get to you," he said, offering his hand. She hesitated only a second before taking it. His palm was rough, calloused, but it felt safe. Her name was Mary, and the 3 little ones were Lila, Rose, and June. They rode silently through the night, the wind cold against their faces. When they reached Jack's ranch miles away from town, the girls were already asleep in the wagon. Jack lifted them one by one, carrying them inside with a gentleness Mary hadn't seen in years. "You can stay here as long as you need," he said, setting down a plate of cornbread and milk. "Ain't much, but it's honest." Tears filled Mary's eyes. "Why are you helping us? You don't even know me." Jack looked at her, his eyes full of old pain. "'Cause once I had someone who needed help, and no one came." For weeks Mary tried to repay his kindness, cooking, cleaning, mending his shirts. But Jack never asked for anything. He just worked sunup to sundown, fixing fences, feeding cattle, always quiet, always alone. Then one evening, a rider appeared on the horizon. Dust trailed behind him like smoke. Mary froze when she recognized the horse, her husband's. Jack stepped out before the man could reach the porch. "She's mine," the drunk shouted. "And those girls too. You got no right keeping what's mine." Jack's voice was steady. "They stopped being yours the day you raised your hand to them." The man reached for his gun, but Jack was faster. The echo of the shot rolled across the hills and the man fell. Silence. The girls cried, Mary screamed, and Jack just stood there breathing hard. When the sheriff came, witnesses told the story, how the man had beaten his wife, how Jack had saved her life. No charges were pressed. Months passed. The ranch began to change. Laughter returned to the porch, flowers bloomed by the window, and for the first time Jack smiled again. One morning, Mary found him by the barn, brushing down his horse. "You've given me and my girls a home," she said softly, "but I can't keep taking without giving." Jack turned, meeting her eyes. "Mary, you don't owe me a thing." She stepped closer, holding his hand. "I do. You gave me life again, let me give you mine." Jack blinked, unsure. "You mean?" She smiled through tears. "If you'll have us, Jack Callahan, we'd like to be your family." For the first time in years, the rancher felt something he thought he'd lost forever: peace. He lifted his hat, grinning. "Then you'd better start calling this place home, Mrs. Callahan." And as the sun set over the dusty hills, 4 figures stood on the porch: a man, a woman, and 3 little girls, the sound of laughter carrying through the wind. Because sometimes, love doesn't come with roses or riches. Sometimes it rides in on a tired horse, carrying a heart that just refuses to give up. Red.